Libra placements. I hope all is well. Who's been feeling that energy shift? Let's just say that. Let's just take a breath and say that. When I tell you so many different things are happening right now, I don't know about you, Libra, but I just feel a very scattered energy. I was all set to do your reading yesterday and to resume with some other readings that I had to do. And I started your reading and I've never ever got such a feeling that this reading just doesn't feel right. I literally halted the reading in the middle, watched it back, and I was like, yeah, it's too scattered. The energy's scattered. And I thought, okay, let's cleanse, let's try again, come back. Came back, did 15 minutes, and then I had to leave very abruptly. Everything's fine, but it was just, I just felt like Spirit was telling me today is not the day. And that could be how some of you are feeling. So we're trying this today. I have felt drawn to just move your reading to a more relaxed setting rather than sitting at my desk and doing the whole thing. And we'll see what energy comes out for you. I really have no idea if I'm going to post this, but I feel like I'm going to attempt to kind of see what the energy is saying for you. We're just going to shuffle the cards, Libra, and see what comes out. Please only take the messages that resonate. Leave what does not resonate for someone else. I could be picking up on your energy. I could be picking up on the energy of someone around you at this time. Spirit, please tell me about Libra. Let's get stuck in. We've got the King of Pentacles that came out first. We also have the Page of Wands in the reverse. And we've got the Seven of Cups. Queen of Cups. The Devil in the reverse. Eight of Wands in the reverse. There's a person, Libra, who could be trying to get your attention at this time. For some of you, this could be a Capricorn or a fire sign. This is someone who may feel like they have lost your attention or lost some sort of interest that you have with them or you once had. I feel like somebody feels like you're either preoccupied or your mind is elsewhere. So you could be sitting in the same room as someone and it's almost like the energy of feeling like, okay, Libra isn't here. I don't know where they're at, but they're not here. Now, this could be speaking like that you're like literally in front of each other. Something has changed between the communication with you and a person. So you could definitely be still seeing this person, around this person. For some of you, there has been some sort of disconnect or there's a withdrawal. Definitely mentally, there's something that you have withdrawn from mentally where it comes to a specific person that you may have dealt with pretty heavily in the past. Someone is really, I want to say picking their brain as to how to regain some sort of control over a situation with you, Libra. This person could find you to be very affectionate and very loving, or they once did. And there's something here with the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, this could have something to do with family. Excuse me. I feel like this is someone who regards you to be as very, you know, attentive. Someone who was very loving to them at one point, but I just feel like someone is missing a version of you that they once very much loved being around. And they feel like somehow, way, shape or form, there's a disconnect and you have changed. For some of you, you have gone through some sort of process of kind of purging your energy. So this could be getting rid of, we hear it a lot in tarot, you know, people, places and things that are not resonating for us anymore. And this could have been part of the process where someone feels like you are no longer the same and they don't really know how to feel about this. This person really wants your attention. Yeah, that's what I see. There's also an energy here of somebody maybe feeling like you are doing really, really well at this time. You could be heavily work focused, Libra. There could have been some sort of elevation where it comes to your money or your work. There's a distraction that somebody's referring to where it comes to you, Libra, where someone feels like your mind is elsewhere. So that could be your work, that could be a craft, that could be a new business that you're working on. And it's almost like someone feels like, okay, what about me? I can't lie to you, it's kind of giving a little bit of a selfish energy, but it's like, what about me? What's the King of Pentacles? Nine of Cups in the reverse. Tell me about this fire sign. Some of you are dealing with a Leo specifically, a fire sign Leo. Someone doesn't know what to think anymore where it comes to you. I feel like you were I'm hearing close knit. Do you know what that means? Like when you're heavily intertwined with another person or an environment. You were once very much resonating with someone who you was dealing with. And I feel like you're on the verge of stepping away from that. And someone kind of doesn't know. It's kind of giving catch-up energy. Like someone doesn't know how to catch up to where it is that you're either going, or they feel like you are in already, or wherever it is that you're at. And I feel like this is mentally. I feel like this is emotionally. I feel like there's some sort of change that this person's referring to you. And it's giving the energy of, you know, Libra no longer is the same. So therefore, I'm now questioning how I can make changes because Libra's attention is no longer on me. And this could very much be that somebody's reevaluating things to get your attention again, or to have you look at them in the way that maybe you once did, when you possibly did resonate more with this person, or you resonated full stop with this person. I feel like somebody... Be careful of distractions as well, especially if you are working on something. If you heavily was involved with someone, now this could be a friend, this could be like, I'm hearing partner in crime. So for some of you, you definitely could have been rolling with this person. This could even be someone who you regarded as a friend, or someone who you was in a relationship with. There was a heavily emphasized relationship where it came to nurturing another person, and I feel like that came from you, Libra. Someone's not getting that side of you right now, and they don't really know how to feel. To some degree, it's almost like, whoa, Libra's no longer nurturing this how they once did, so therefore maybe I was more codependent on Libra than what I wanted to admit to myself and to them also. It's giving distraction, and you know, there's an energy here of someone not really liking the fact that you're fired up or you're excited to go towards something else, because I feel like someone is viewing you as a person who has their mind on something else, and this is not that they're not happy about this. They're really not happy about this. This could be somebody who's trying to gain some sort of clarity in a situation where they feel confused about your actions and how you're moving right now, and some sort of change that they keep referring to. And this has something to do with, to clarify this person, this potential Leo, this fire sign for a lot of you, has something to do with how you give to them. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting. Queen of Swords in the reverse. There was a situation, Libra, between you and this person, and I feel like you are changing because you no longer want to resonate with some sort of group of people, or you no longer want to try and it's like go along to get along. Is that what they say? Go along to get along. And I feel like this could have either have been a friendship group or a family here. It's like Libra's no longer going along to get along. You've changed. And I feel like multiple people are seeing that you've changed. You may have woken up to some sort of gossip, or you're going to. And if you haven't already, totally cut something off or totally stop engaging with something. Now, when I say something, this could be a person, this could be a group. Totally disconnecting. I see a Libra who's about to disconnect fully from a group or a environment or something that was very combative, possibly very stressful, very shysty energy. This is giving very catty energy. This could be feminine energies that you were surrounded by. I see you changing your perspective on going along to get along. There's an energy here of, well, I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. And someone feels like you're no longer interested in trying to go along to get along. Libra's on a different page. Libra no longer wants to try and either appease or, save face or whatever this is. If anything, it could have been changing you, Libra, because we do have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. You didn't like who you was around a certain group of people anymore. And it could be that this group of people was bringing out the worst in you, especially if you was in a combative situation or you felt like there was some sort of defense that you had to be on around some sort of people. You couldn't relax. You almost felt like maybe you couldn't be yourself in a group of people. And again, this could be friends. This could be, people who are around this person who you were mixing with. Because I see one person who you was heavily involved with, and then I see like an entourage or other people around that could have been involved in the mix somehow. Strength card. A lot of you are heavily, some of you are dealing with a Leo, definitely could be dealing with a Leo. Some of you are heavily dead set. When I say dead set, your mind's made up, Libra, that you are getting rid of anything that puts you either in a energy of being conflicted, an energy of feeling low about yourself or about life in general. Some of you are very adamant that you are not going to be dealing with anything that is low vibrational. I see a massive cleansing energy. For a lot of you Librans, you are deciding to move more into your feminine energy. And I don't know if you've just been heavily caught up in, having to be the role of the masculine, yes. And this could refer to being a feminine or a masculine. So, don't get too caught up on genders. I say this a lot in my readings. You could be a masculine that is aiming to try and be a little bit softer and, balance out his feminine energy where it comes to having that good balance between masculine and feminine. Yes, you're a masculine, but we do all embody both, okay? So it's kind of giving the energy of you're really wanting to be soft. Have you ever heard of the soft life? And we hear it a lot. You see the memes, you see whatever. And I'm entering my soft girl era, my soft guy era. You don't want to stress. You don't want to be pent up, And I put my face like that because you don't want to be like that. You don't want to be highly strung. You want to be comfortable. You want to love, okay? You want to move with love. You want to exude love. But, not allowing people to take advantage, but having a good balance. Not feeling like you've got to go into an environment and you're uptight and you feel like, oh, I've got to be on the defense because I feel attacked. There's a Libra here who is definitely adamant that you are not trying to be having to defend and having to be, I say strong because the strength card is here, but there's some sort of energy of feeling like you've been either on the defense or you've had to defend something, defend yourself, explain your actions even. Like a lot of you Librans are moving away from that energy, and people could also be talking about this change. Definitely. Especially this person that you have predominantly stopped giving to how you was, or they see a change in you. Someone wants to bring up the past, Libra. And this is a conversation that this could be a Virgo for some of you, but there's something here about someone contemplating bringing something back up from the past. There's something that someone wants to discuss with you, Libra, about the past. And they're in two minds as to whether to do this or not. This person doesn't know whether this is a good idea or not. with the Eight of Pentacles. And I feel like you're not even looking at this. I feel like you could have possibly have started doing other things, working on other things. I don't really feel like this is at the forefront of your mind. It's not the first thing you wake up and think about, you know? The World. This possibly has something to do with an ending. What do they want to talk about? The Empress. Six of Swords. Again, I'm going to reiterate. Someone views you as someone who moved away and elevated, or moved away and you're thriving, or you moved. Something about a disconnect, you moving and you doing well for it. Like someone sees it, it's known, it's seen. You could do something online with this world being here, but there's something about you moving away and you thriving. And someone wants to, why do they want to bring up the past? The Seven of Wands. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is that? Two of Swords. Why? Justice in the reverse. Listen, Libra. Take what resonates. If you have decided, consciously decided to move, to disconnect from anything that has you highly strung, someone here has been living in a dynamic, tolerating something. This could be tolerating drama, tolerating backlash, tolerating adversity, because the Justice is here in the reverse. Whatever this is that you've been dealing with, Libra, this has kept you stagnant. This has kept you stuck. Now, like I say, there's somebody who wants to discuss something with you here, Libra, and it's about the past. This could be that somebody wants to remind you of how you used to be in the past, like a past version of you. That's what it's heavily giving. A version of you that you've moved away from, a version of you that no longer resonates. And yeah, I'm seeing that someone wants to discuss when you were more uptight. Or for some reason, this is somebody who either wants to talk about a time when you had to either defend yourself, or there was something here where people possibly wasn't getting on board, or there could have even have been a situation where you were trying to say something in a group of people and no one wanted to collaborate or corroborate some sort of proof that you had or something that you were saying. You could have been in a situation where you were done an injustice by no one actually looking at the bigger picture where it came to something that you were saying. And someone wants to remind you of that or bring that up. Because this is someone who is admitting that, yeah, maybe we did do Libra in some sort of way. And this could have been someone who maybe expected you to keep fighting or keep defending some sort of explaining something. It's like a person here. Take the role as it resonates. Take the reading as it resonates. I feel like you, Libra, was possibly made to feel as though there was 5 against 1, or there was 3 against 1, or there was an entourage against one person. And it was all Libra's fault. Libra was the one that was doing the wrong. Libra was the one that was causing the drama. But in fact, no, from what I'm seeing here, the 3 of Cups is in the reverse, the 5 of Wands is in the reverse. You're realizing, you possibly woke up to the fact that you were the scapegoat in a situation. Therefore, you had to move away. I'm talking to a Libra who has dropped the need to explain. I'm talking to a Libra who has dropped the need to defend themselves. And you're doing better for it. And it's seen. And someone wants to bring you back. And I feel like this could be someone who wants to bring you back into a group of people or a dynamic that is still unfair to you, Libra. And this is something that you've moved away from. Don't go back to anything where you felt like you was always on the defense. You couldn't relax. You didn't have room to be soft, even if you're a masculine. There was no room for you to be in your soft era or your soft vibe. Because you always felt the need, or you always felt either attacked or something. Something here. Tell me more. Knight of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. I feel an energy of something is too little too late as well. someone is regretful that they didn't either heal something with you, make something right, or actually pay attention to the fact that you were saying that you was being treated unfairly. This happened for a long time. And I'm talking to a Libra who may have put up with something for a very long time. The Knight of Pentacles is here. That's a very dragged out energy. You may have tried to be loyal to something that just was not ever being loyal to you. And this could be something that you're healing, a part of yourself that you're healing. I don't need to be loyal to things that are putting me in the energy of feeling like I have to defend myself or explain who I am, explain why this is unfair. Respect is something that should be given. That's not something that you necessarily need to beg for. And you could have been put into a situation where maybe you felt like at one point, why is it so hard to get respect around here? And there's something here about with the Empress. The Empress doesn't pursue like that. The Empress works on herself. The Empress attracts. The Empress is divine energy. Okay. With the Queen of Pentacles. There was some sort of environment or situation that you found yourself in, or you could have placed yourself there, for me to say it like that, but some sort of environment, relationship, dynamic between you and other people where you found yourself in an energy of you needing to get away and you realizing that, you know, you was never going to be spoken up for in a situation. From what I'm seeing here, you took your power back, Libra, and someone is now feeling like they should have stepped up and they should have said something, especially if somebody witnessed other people kind of getting at you or bullying you or laying into you. There's one person who wished that they would have handled something different. This was somebody who may not have had the capacity, because this is coming up, they're coming up as a Page of Wands in the reverse. It's not the most mature energy. If anything, this could have been someone who was adding fuel to the fire. And they're seeing that. They're seeing their part that they had to play in some sort of dynamic that resulted in you moving away from them. And someone's missing some sort of loyalty that you bring to the table. Only I feel like it's too little too late. Knight of Cups. Knight of Swords. Nine of Wands in the reverse. King of Wands in the reverse. I was watching an interview and it's just come into my head. I don't know if you watch the channel, a podcast. I've been watching a lot of podcasts lately, and I'm saying this because it's relevant. The Diary of a CEO, and he's a British guy. He interviews a lot of different celebrities. His channel has grown to a very phenomenal capacity. And I've been watching like different people's podcasts on there. He interviews various different people regarding so many different topics, and the one that I was watching more recent was Jada Pinkett. I can never say her name. Jada, American actress. A lot of you are going to be familiar with who she is, and you know, a lot of people have various opinions of her as a person, but definitely go watch the podcast for yourself, and you know, it's interesting to watch. But one thing that she was saying to me, she was talking about how close she was and the relationship that she had with Tupac, and everybody knew that everybody knows that Jada and Tupac were they used to be it used to be misconstrued that they were in some sort of romantic relationship, but their bond was so close and so intimate, which is how she describes it, where they were just really good friends, like really good friends. And she speaks in that interview, that podcast, regarding his death. And when he died, she actually wasn't speaking to him for a year, I think. Like, they had a really big argument, like a bad argument. And she was explaining in that podcast that when he died, that was the last memory of having a conversation with him that she had. She was angry. There was a lot of things that was said, and having to kind of like deal with that grief and that feeling of that was the last conversation I had with that person. Okay. And she also talks about ego and how ego kept her from, and possibly him as well, from putting all of those things aside and realizing that any day that could be the last time you speak to a person. Any day. You don't know when that day is going to be, when you have your last interaction with a person. And I don't mean to get this deep, but it's come out. And I say all that to say, someone is at the moment very heavily in some sort of ego, possibly on an ego trip where it comes to you, Libra. And I feel like this person, if they were in their ego before when they dealt with you or you dealt with them, or there was a situation where you know this person to be very arrogant and you know this person to be very egotistical. You possibly know this person to be dishonest as well. I feel like there's been a number of years that have transpired between you and a person. This could be anything up to 9 years from what I'm seeing here. Only take what resonates. This could be, again, a fire sign. Something has happened where time has gone on. This person has grown. You know, numbers have clocked on where it comes to age, right? For the both of you. But I feel like somebody is still very mentally immature. Someone is heavily sitting in their ego where it comes to some sort of apology or making something right, okay? I feel like this person goes between knowing that they did something here that was possibly not a best choice where it came to a relationship that you had with them, whoever this was for you, okay? This could very much be a friend. This very much could be a love interest. Take what resonates, right? You, I feel like, have got to a point where you're okay to go towards this new beginning that you've either created or you're creating for yourself. By the time this person feels bad to the point, because I do feel like someone feels bad, but their ego, that's what we're coming back to here, the ego. The ego is what has stopped them from doing the right thing. The ego is what is stopping them from bringing you an apology. The ego is what is stopping them from saying, I know that was effed up back there. I didn't say that. That came from that person. I did say that, but then that came from that person, her, him, whatever. Like, there's an honesty that somebody is lacking where it comes to a past situation that you dealt with. And I feel like you've got to a point where you are no longer going to be putting yourself in situations where you have to feel like you are either highly strung or you're stressed out or it's not respecting you, your value. You deserve respect. And this is something that was heavily lacking in a past situation. I say all that to say, somebody eventually will come in and attempt to talk to you. But it's kind of going to be too little too late, like I said here. I feel like somebody has left something awfully long. And I also feel like it's lost its... If someone comes in now and apologizes, okay, it's got to the point where you possibly, Libra, are at a stage where it's like, okay, you've said sorry, but it took you all that time. It took you all that time. It shows something about how someone has either valued the choice to do the right thing, and also you could even be questioning, well, if it took you all that time to come and have that conversation with me, I don't really feel like, this is an association that I really want to have anymore because I've changed. By the time someone comes in with some sort of apology, Libra, I feel like it won't even be something that you, and I say this loosely, value as much as what you did when it mattered, when you was possibly in the situation or when you was trying to save face or appease or keep the peace. I hope that makes sense. Libra, what a reading. Only take the messages that resonate. What can I say, Libra? Stay grounded. I feel like there's a real strong shift that's happening now. I'm feeling it most definitely. And I'm very good at grounding myself, keeping my feet on the ground. But yeah, there's something going on. There's something going on, Libra. A lot of realizations could be being had at this time. A lot is happening with things coming to the surface. Be easy with yourself. I see you looking really, really good. And I see you potentially getting an apology eventually from someone where it's going to be like, why did it take you so long? Libra, I love you. If you like how I read, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. But until next time, sending you love and light. Enjoy the rest of your day and I will see you soon. Mwah. You take care. Bye.